Sustainability is an awkward conversation for some people. For me, sustainability isn't a question. It's not something that I can even sort of explain as something that needs to be important. It's a way of life. It's something that we have to embrace now. There's no way we can ignore that anymore. And sustainability for me is not about recycling bins. Sustainability is about a way of thinking, about an attitude to the world, about whether we want to damage the planet, whether we want to be part of it, how we consider ourselves and think about ourselves on the planet. So as an anthropologist, that's a no-brainer and should be for my students. And that's what I want them to start thinking about. Not that they're separate from this planet, not that they're here to sort of use it for their own ends, but they're part of a bigger matrix of happenings, a whole kind of event called life, in which they are custodians and they need to think carefully about their actions, about how they behave, about what they do. So since 2011, I've been the Programme Director for Anthropology, and since that point I've been working quite hard to update the courses, get them in line with what I think is relevant with our university mission statements, with notions of sustainability and with the ESFDs. But also I've updated the current and existent programmes, and part of that has been to support the lecturers to think differently about what they're teaching and think differently about how they measure our students. So we've brought a raft of new assessment methods into the curriculum, which means we're doing all sorts of wonderful new things, not just relying on a traditional essay-based method. And I think this is making our degree exciting and relevant for the world. I want students to feel that sustainability is not too big an issue. I want them to feel that they have the power to evoke change. So I don't want to think of action in terms of sustainability. I want to think of it in terms of them being able to make a difference. And I want to show them how easy it is to make a genuine difference in people's lives with just a very small action. And that's part of what I've been doing here on the campus, is showing them they're powerful individuals. With creating just small pathways for them, they can start doing things to alter people's lives to make the world a better place. Well, so part of all of this, trying to provoke students to realise that they are powerful, has kind of coincided with some of the work that I do with the community and with what's called the Community Carbon Link, which is a reforestation initiative that was set up. I co-partnered setting it up, that is aiming to reforest some areas in Kenya in association with a tribal group called the Giriama. And so with that, in association with that project, I've brought students out into the field to show them how the trees are making a difference to people's lives, and how they, through raising money here, through various fundraising activities, of which there have been plenty and they have been really good fun, like onesie day, that was wicked. The students have raised lots of money, thousands and thousands of pounds, towards replanting trees. And then after having got those trees planted, some of the students have gone out there to see how that has affected other people's lives. And that's the kind of action that allows students to feel part of a bigger enterprise in which genuinely their activities are altering lived experiences of people. And for some people that's incredibly profound. Not only does that mean that they recognise that they're powerful, but they also have the confidence to go on and create their own actions in the future. And those are the kind of graduates I want. Those kind of people who feel, I know how to do this, I've done it before, I can do it again, it helps people, tick, off they go. The project has been recognised twice actually. First of all, it was highly commended, and then last year we received the United Nations Gold Star Award for environmental impact. So that was thrilling, and myself and the students went down to collect the award from the First Minister in Wales, and we all felt lovely. We have some serious planetary concerns to get down and look at seriously. Now, I'm not talking about finding solutions to those problems. What I'm talking about is educating people to be able to find solutions. So I don't feel as if being proficient in writing an essay exclusively is going to help us. I feel that, very strongly actually, that we need to start thinking differently about what we're asking our graduates to engage with and what we expect them to come out with. so that they come out as people who can work in groups, who can negotiate, who can lead, who can think differently about problems, who are solution seekers, and who feel confident in their ability to voice their opinions and their concerns about what's going on. So I was awarded a senior fellowship, hooray, by the Higher Education Academy, partly in association with what I had done to try and inspire other lecturers to think differently about education, specifically in terms of assessments, but also in terms of delivery and content of the courses. Well, sustainability, I suppose, has always been a passion of mine, although I haven't labelled it as such. I've done all sorts of things without realising really that I'm sort of, flying the sustainability flag. It's second nature to me, it's what I do, it's how I am.